Oh, shoot. I have my phone.
It shouldn't have been the first thing people hear. We always have until after that to say, hand me my phone. Just saying it out loud.
But that's us.
Oh, we're us. Oh my God. Evidently, we're confused.
What happened? No one's here yet.
Oh, well.
Which is weird.
Here, we can do it. Should we say, let's start opening credits. Say that.
Opening credits now.
Boozing with gays.
You know you have to play it again.
Look at how my hair's grown since we started this. The opening credits.
I know your hair is so long.
Oh,
what are we going to do
so
about that?
luxurious.
Your long cascading hairs.
Cascading?
It's cascading.
Michael, what shirt are you wearing? Oh my goodness.
I'm a Barbie girl in a Barbie world. I'm dark. I'm a dark Barbie.
I'm telling you, I feel like we're dark. Something's going on.
Weird.
I'm not sure.
You know what? Because this light is out.
No, we have not relied on that. We never relied on that line.
Hey, Robin, Dion, Madonna.
Here, sit there. Tell me
I'm
what
gonna sit here. What happens?
Keep looking.
The screen just got better looking. That's what happened when you walked away. The screen got better looking.
Can I tell you something?
What?
I would never say that about you.
Oh, I would say it though. That's me. Hey, Miss Rita.
What's weird is you're only mean to me. You're not mean to other people.
I'm mean because I'm hung over, y'all.
Well, that doesn't even give you an excuse. People out there will get on your case for that, so I wouldn't say that as an excuse.
Oh, because I was hung
Get
over.
on case. If he ever says things that are mean to me, jump on board. Team Hutch. And you let them know.
It's Hutchenheimer.
Hey, you.
Hutchenheimer. Hello.
Are you being nice now?
I'm going to be nice.
He realizes. Okay. He knows. He knows.
So,
do the drink.
All right. So today's drink is the Gin Fredo, courtesy of our friend Jeffrey Lieber.
Too fast. The Gin Fredo.
I don't know if
Interestingly, I have to say we'll jump back to Jeff Lieber in a second. I was flipping through, I kind of had a half hour to kill, and I said, I just need to watch something. And I turned on The Godfather. Speaking of Fredo, just thought
there we go.
That was topical. Anyway, so Gin Fredo.
The Gin Fredo.
Yes, it is.
Which is 1 part gin, 3 parts tonic.
Fredo.
And some
tonic. 3 parts tonic, if you didn't hear
gin that. And fresh squeezed lime and sugar. And you mix it all together and you muddle it with mint and cheers. We've not tasted it yet.
Your sister just said, be nice to me. Team Hutch.
You better be good to me. Child, that's gin.
That was lovely.
It's delicious, but I went heavy on that gin. It's going to be a conversation tonight, y'all. Come on now.
Gin has been the booze that we tend to, I want some more tonic. Where's the tonic?
I don't know. Ooh.
Yeah, it needs more tonic.
Woo!
Tonic.
So he's pouring more tonic in. So this has been the weekend for me to see everybody from Chicago I could possibly see. Because I lived in Chicago for many, many years. And there's a bunch of Chicago people in town this week. And we had a party here at our house yesterday for about 9 or 10 people. It's a little gathering, all Chicago folks. And then I drove to Joshua Tree for my friend Dion and Art's birthday party. And we did not get to bed till 6 o'clock this morning.
If you start talking about how you feel, no one out there feels sorry for you. You get to party and party and party, and you want people to feel sorry for you. Don't feel sorry for them. Do not feel sorry for them.
It was hard.
I knew I was going to do that. Don't poor me.
My bags are so strong right now, so I'm wearing like tinted frames so that they don't look as bad. It's sort of like what Tony Curtis did in the later years of his life. He would wear those thick tinted glasses.
What is it about? Okay, this is a good point. I think we should bring this up. It's important to me. What is it about older people who get the really big glasses? Is that something that I have to start looking into?
You already got all the jewelry.
But I have very tasteful jewelry. Do I need? This is tasteful. Like, what do you think? I'm not wearing a ring on each finger.
But you have enough rings for each finger.
Well, yeah, but I switch them out. I don't wear them all at the same time.
You're absolutely right. You don't wear them all at the same time.
Now, there were a couple of your Chicago friends yesterday and rings on each finger. Did you notice?
Yes.
Yes. You did not notice, did you?
I did not.
I know you did.
I did not.
Lies.
No.
But we are off center because look at this. So we're going to do this. Oh. There we go. Yeah, we need to be centered.
I guess I got my summer.
You're
I must have like my summer tan on because I just can't find the light.
Speaking of summer tan, two movies.
Two summer movies.
It is Barbenheimer weekend. Barbenheimer. So,
and that was our son going outside.
I know very little. Well, I know more about the Barbie, I would say. Barbie, of course, probably the biggest movie coming out.
And Oppenheimer opened at $80 million, so it wasn't a bomb.
It wasn't a bomb. Oppenheimer, atom bomb. Get it? And they're both probably in tremendous contention, I would imagine, for the awards next year, don't you think? Even if Barbie design element, I would imagine.
Barbie design element, probably
but Oppenheimer, they're talking about, so I have a feeling you will see both movies come awards season.
I don't know.
Go Hutch!
Oh, I am sweating.
Why is my fan on so low?
Your fan is off. It's like, do you see how when he leaves the camera, all of a sudden I get brighter?
No, it gets darker.
No, I'm darker.
It does. The camera.
Does this help? If we do that thing?
It's already done. That does nothing to no one. All right, but
he steals my light.
But the thing is, no, I think there's an adjustment thing. So when something happens, it adjusts. But
if I pull back here, I just disappear.
But
I gotta
smile.
be like right here.
Go pull back there and then smile. Let's do a test.
The caucasity.
The caucasity.
All right. So
two movies opening this weekend. That's all. I have a teeny
Barbie
tiny,
made 160. Estimated 160 million.
I have a teeny tiny. It's a little 4-second clip. Don't tell anyone from Barbie.
Did you bring your rollerblades?
I literally go nowhere without them.
I so want to see that.
We tried to go see it. I tried to get tickets. I tried, and everywhere was sold out.
Of course it is. Like which is 160 million this weekend. So yeah.
So cheers, Barbie.
I am not the one to go opening weekend. I will wait. I will comfortably go when there's a seat next to me that's vacant and I can put my crap in it. I love that. That's what I love.
I wanted to see it opening weekend. I really did, but we did not. But what we did see were the Cine nominations.
We didn't see that. I didn't see that.
So anyway,
tell them what this is. Some people do not know.
It's just a bunch of like awards given out by a theater critic named Stephen Stanley here in Los Angeles, and I think I got like 7.
The best Michael Shepard Award nomination, Michael Shepard.
The best Get Me a Michael Shepard type award. No, it's very exciting. It's fun.
The best award.
They got me a job, but they got me a job. Someone saw that I won for best director and offered me a job.
Oh, I didn't know that's how that happened.
I think that's how it happened because they came out and I got offered the job the very next day.
Did you formally accept that job?
I did formally accept it. I cannot.
He cannot talk about it.
But
when he can talk about it, you will be the first.
I'm excited because it's a big deal.
I'm very excited for you. I'm very excited.
Oh my God. So I was trying to have a little bite to eat before this, and I was chewing too fast, and I bit my tongue. I'm like, so Hutch keeps yelling at me. And we're like talking because I was slurring my words like this.
I didn't.
And it's because it's so
I want you to say a phrase.
A phrase.
Now say this phrase: ping pong ball.
And then
say it.
I stepped on the ping pong ball. How many people do you think get that? Who gets that?
Well, there's enough gay people. Someone got the ping pong ball reference.
Somebody gay out there gets the ping
pong ball reference. I know someone. With our viewers. So, Matt and Ginger Gates, who are my favorite couple.
That is like the harshest transition. Matt and Ginger Gates.
It is because they're horrific. They went to Barbie's opening weekend. They dressed the part. They looked like they had a lot of fun. And then they left. And then you know what both of them did? They criticized it heavily.
Bashed the movie.
Where were the family values? Where were the Christian values? Where was a Barbie
movie. Family Christian Barbies.
Well, but look at is that what family Christian people wear? I mean, the whole thing. Look, if you're going to have fun and go to a Barbie movie and dress the part to be a spectator, you're expecting family values to be. Ooh, Barbie and Ken legally got married. Oh, and then she questioned. What did she say? She didn't like the T level in Ken. So lack of T.
Oh, lack of T.
It's lack of testosterone.
He wasn't manly enough.
Because, well, they're commenting on. Well, but they're also commenting on that Ken was always very smooth, up there and down there.
I'd touch Ryan Gosling. as Ken.
Mm-hmm. Do you think, now this is a question, do you imagine all the male actors playing the various Kens? I imagine are they all clean?
Simu Liu is playing.
Can I finish my sentence? You get to allow me to finish a sentence. Do you think they're all shaven like chest and everything? Just wondering. Wondering. No, but
I think that yes.
You have to play into my world.
Well, because it's plastic. They can't be hair if there's plastic.
That's my point. So, okay, what were you gonna say that was so enthusiastic?
Simu Liu is fine as hell.
Yes. What about him? Who's he play?
I don't care.
Swoozie
we haven't
Kurtz.
seen it yet. Swoozie Kurtz is not in it. Swoozie Kurtz is not in it. Anyway,
that we know of.
Anyway, we're gonna stop talking about Barbie.
She might have a little role.
I want to talk about another doll.
Okay, wait, I got a banner.
Oh,
I got a banner. Okay, here we go.
So there is a doll maker located in Arkansas.
Yes.
And his side guy 83, and I want y'all to take a look at some of his works. It's phenomenal. Look at that. So
he does this as Betty Davis, now Voyager. It says it on the thing, but he does this by using a printer. What is it? A
3D printer.
3D printer. And there's these great videos of the faces. He makes the faces and makes them the clothes, and he does the whole thing. And what is astounding to me is he takes an image of the actor's face in the movie and gets a 3D image. So it really isn't the same face on each doll. The face itself actually changes.
He paints them.
And then he
creates the hair and paints them. Look at these. I want one. You can order them at his Instagram at SciGuy83.
How much is he? Do you know?
It doesn't say.
Doesn't say.
It doesn't say how much they are. But I just think that look at that. Barbara Eaton.
And then to circle back, quite opposite the Ken doll with a lack of tea, Tom Selleck with quite a bit of tea.
Tom Selleck got all the tea. Baby.
Got all the tea. But I have to say, all these references, are there references that are, because these are references I know, so I know they're old. So are there references that are
No, he does newer references, but I'm old too, so I just wanted to use those.
Okay. Right. But even when we look through
it's a history lesson.
But even when we look through them, the entire female cast of Dynasty is there. I mean, that was an old reference,
And Laverne and Shirley. Schlemiel, Schlemazel, Hassenpfeffer Incorporated. Dun, 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 dun.
So there is some good news, Michael Shepard. Good news. I have some good news. I have some really, really good news.
I gotta try. Before you do the good news, I want to do something. So, do I have to put it here?
Well, you sort of look like you should be in a Halloween movie.
Does it go here?
That does not go there.
Hello, and welcome to the Haunted Mansion. Well, I can't talk about the Haunted Mansion. Sorry.
Why not?
Because it is a SAG movie. And we cannot promote any SAG movies whatsoever. We can talk about it.
We just promoted Barbie.
We didn't promote it.
You got to angle it now because you totally messed it up. No, on you.
Okay.
Because I'm white. I have lights. Caucasity.
Indeed.
So yes, good news. The good news is Taco Tuesdays may now be used by everyone. It is a phrase that is not in the public domain. That is not copyrighted. It is in the public domain.
See, you're saying it's good news. I don't think it's good news because a small business that started a small chain of businesses called Taco John's had that for years as Taco Tuesday. They had it trademarked, and then Taco Bell came in.
Taco Bell's like, we want to use it. We want to use it. We want to use it.
I don't think that's fair.
Well, but the argument is when a phrase goes from being like a catchphrase to in the vernacular. I mean, you hear
zeitgeist.
You hear people all the time go, "Oh, it's Taco Tuesday," but they're not talking about. I don't even know where Taco John's is. They're not talking about Taco John's. They're talking about Taco Tuesdays because it's now in the community. It's in the society at large. And also, it is really expensive to maintain, from what I hear. So they're probably saving. I almost want to say $8 million a year, but I might be making that up. If anyone knows, chime in. So we're doing a little bit of a fast food retrospective here this week. I don't know why this seems to be fast food.
Because Harriet Defoy is here.
Oh, well, that's
straight from P Valley. What's up, baby? You on that pole is giving me all the life, Harriet Defoy.
No. Cue people in. People don't know what you're
Harriet
talking
Defoy
about.
is one of the stars on the Stars Network show P-Valley. And
I'm going to do the
y'all
Junior
ain't
Stutter.
watched P-Valley.
What is P-Valley about? I don't even know. I've not watched P-Valley.
It's all about a strip club. It's imagine.
Does Harriet do a strip?
Imagine it. Imagine this.
Strip, Harriet?
Imagine this.
Yes, I'm listening.
Dallas with poles.
Oh.
And all black folks, mostly. I love it. It makes me
you happy?
Makes me very happy.
And who does Harriet play? P? P-Valley, P?
This is why I don't want to do this with him.
Hey, what about Harper Valley PTA? Okay,
oh my God.
About that. Go ahead.
You're old.
I am.
It's the minister who owns the strip club.
Oh, get out of town.
Yeah.
Sherman Hemsley?
But I'm a light gun, heaven knows.
Okay, I've got
shot on me, boom, boom, boom. Shot on me, come on that light. Did y'all watch Amen? I love that show so much.
That was before we met.
You know, Sherman Hemsley and a Horsford.
But don't you remember? I didn't have a TV back then.
He didn't have a TV.
Michael moved into my life. I loved TV. And then I said, well, if I have TV, I'm not going to get anything done. So then Michael moved in. So I didn't have it for many, many years. Then Michael moved into my life and I had a TV. And then I don't get stuff done. I think that's...
Look, our youngest is home.
Our second child is home. Do you want to say a quick hello?
I'll say a quick hello.
Oh, and there's props.
Show that.
Oh, speaking of dolls.
What is that? Mine or is it yours?
That's mine. No one's taking her.
Creep. What's her name? Monster High.
Her name is Draculaura.
This is Draculaura from Monster High. Why Draculaura today, Max?
She's my favorite character.
Oh my God! She's going to a creepover party.
Oh, that's what it's about.
Not sleepover, creepover, which is what some of us hoes did back in the '80s. We was doing a whole bunch of creepovers. Yes. Oh, they just had a facial.
Oh, you look gorgeous.
Oh my gosh! Look at you glowing.
I know.
They know.
Now they know. That's what a facial is.
Uh-huh. Thank you, Deon Clifton Davis, who's on that show. Anyway, go. What were we about to say?
So in Thailand, just to continue our fast food extravaganza, there is a Burger King, and they have where is it on here? It's called. This is their new cheeseburger. Are you ready for the image?
I do want to see the image.
That, honest to God, it's like 30 pieces of Kraft singles on a bun at the Thailand Burger King.
Okay. Can we just say this? Thailand is doing the most American thing they could do. They're doing the most American thing they could do. 30 slices of cheese on a bun.
Maybe they lack of cows. Well, we have a lot of cheese. We just don't have the cows. We don't have the moo.
That's just me. That is nothing but colitis right there for me. That's all that is.
I don't even know what colitis is.
All I know is it hurts my stomach to look at that.
And then something I did not know, July 19th was National Hot Dog Day. And here is Mitt Romney.
Perhaps you also know that hot dog is my favorite meat. I love hot dogs. I love them in buns. I love them outside of buns. I love them with baked beans. I just like hot dogs. It's the best, best meat there is, without question. So to all of you who, like me, are celebrating National Hot Dog Day, congratulations to you, and may there be many, many more hot dogs served in our wonderful land.
Hot dog?
That's a little gay.
So Max just said that's a little gay. And I have to say, I like hot dogs. Hot dogs are the best. Hot dogs are the best. I hear you.
Nothing better than a hot dog.
I have to say this. I used to, when so much of the Republican Party was going, or is still MAGA, right. Mitt Romney periodically does a more centrist Republican moment and says something or votes for something or whatever. And I've given him credit. That knocked him down in my head for me. That one, that hot dog day, congratulations to you. Congratulations, because it's National Hot. What does that mean? What are you congratulating?
I like hot dogs. I put hot dogs in my mouth.
I like hot dogs in anything.
I like it with beans.
Oh, I like it with beans. I love my hot dogs.
Gay. That's my child. Gay. It just is.
I like. Well, who are the people that set him up? Going, guess what? Mitt got something.
Hot dog day.
Great idea. Just walk down the hall. Put on the hat.
Hot
walk
dog
down
day.
the hall. Just riff on hot dogs. Don't worry
Hot
about
dog
it.
day.
Go. Hold the hot dog. Look like you like it. Look like you like. Smile.
Hot
Smile.
dog
a minute.
day.
Smile. Yeah. That's it. And action. Is that what
All right.
happened? There wasn't a lot of prep for this one.
All right, let's go from the insane to the insanity. Come on, talk about this.
Well, I got an image. So let's look at an image first, shall
All
we?
right.
Because you like your images.
I like
Here
a good
is
image.
your image.
Oh, who knows who that is? Tell us.
It's Dolly and Miley.
Dolly and Miley. So that's Dolly Parton and Miley Cyrus, godmother and goddaughter. Can you imagine growing up and
Isn't
Dolly
it
Parton
weird
is
that
your
they're- like, I don't
godmother?
think I knew that little connection.
You didn't know that?
Look, like I'm learning.
Learning.
I'm learning. The more you know.
Reading Rainbow.
Boozing with Gays. Did not know.
Better than PBS.
So just,
Really?
well, a real quick question, just to sideline us once again from topics that we sideline ourselves from. But does Dolly Parton have a whole passel of God kids, or is it just Miley Cyrus?
I don't know about that.
I want to know, Dolly. Do you get boozing with
Can
gays?
someone tag Dolly?
Dolly. Anyway, I want to know how many
Um,
godchildren do you have?
But before that, I just wanted to do one quick thing before we talk about Dolly Parton. And I have to do this.
Some people call them wieners.
All right, so go back to that picture of Dolly Parton and Miley Cyrus.
Well, no, we're done with it. You
We're
wanna
done.
see-
So what
no,
they
but
have-
now we're talking about why we
All right.
brought them up. Yes.
Oh,
We have a full house. Both our children are home. So you'll hear them talking and
just making noise.
making noise.
You just talked.
That was one of them. Continue.
So they have a song, and that song is called Rainbow Land.
Can I read some of the lyrics?
Read some of the lyrics to
I'm
Rainbow
going to read
Land.
some of the lyrics to Rain. It's a children's song. This is some of the lyrics. Living in a rainbow land, the skies are blue and things are grand. Wouldn't it be nice to live in paradise where we're free to be exactly who we are? Dolly and Miley. Boom.
Dolly and Miley.
So there
And
is
I want to read.
there's a teacher in Waukesha,
Waukesha.
Wisconsin, and she was told at one point that she couldn't sing the song, and she put up this particular tweet. She goes, "My first graders, that's our son, Sebastian, we're doing a show, hon. My first graders were so excited to sing Rainbow Land for a spring concert, but it has been vetoed by our administration. When will it end?" The kids sang. Do you know what they sang instead?
What they sing instead?
The Rainbow Connection.
I'm surprised because they had a rainbow in it.
I know. I'm surprised. This teacher has since been fired.
Fired
And I have
because of that.
some words. This is just if you want to write letters. This is I don't even know the name of the school, but it is in Waukesha, Wisconsin. But the parents had a claim that the first song was banned because it encourages LGBTQ acceptance and references rainbows. You wonder how they chose the Rainbow Connection. So that's the first thing. And the school itself said it was determined that the song could be deemed controversial in accordance with Board Policy 2240, controversial issues in the classroom.
I'm going to read it again for y'all. This is what it says. Living in a rainbow land, the skies are blue and things are grand. Wouldn't it be nice to live in paradise where we're free to be exactly who we are? She got fired.
She got fired. No,
who should get fired is a songwriter because it should be who we am. Living in a rainbow land, the skies are blue and things are grand. Wouldn't it be nice to live in paradise where we're free to be exactly who we am? Bad grammar? Sure. But does it fit the scansion? Yes, it does. It does. It just does.
I am so over people ending. Well, I'm going to start with teachers. Let's just start with teachers. But teachers' careers. Teachers work like dogs. They have to put together curriculums. They have to do all the stuff that we know they have to do. They have to be told what to teach and how to teach. No, you can't do this math. Got to do that math. I mean, there's so much restriction on them already. And then to take all of the stuff that's going through the schools now, whether it's you can't read these books, you can't say these words, you can't do, and it's happening not just in Florida, but in so many states across our union. And now, and this is is an innocuous song. It's Rainbow Land. Does a child who is trans or LGBTQ feel inclusive by the song? Sure, they would. But doesn't every child who sings this song feel inclusive because of they're included because they are different and they get to celebrate their differences, their uniquenesses. It isn't just, hey, yay, gay people. It's the dumbest thing I've ever heard of.
Maybe what they should do is just move to a small town.
Oh.
I bet they wouldn't do that in a small town. It's a perfect segue, y'all. Y'all don't know it. So that's Jason Aldean. He's an asshole. Let's go back. Jason Aldean put out a record.
Country Western.
It was out like 2.5 months ago. The video just came out for it. Because here's the deal. No one heard about the song when he released it 2.5 months ago. And they put the video out, and it was the incredibly incendiary, what's the word I'm looking for? The visuals that he used for this were absolutely just horrific. He set his song in front of a.
Want me to do it?
Yes.
It was filmed on a plaza where lynchings took place. Was the thing
historically known?
And then there, against the building, there were video clips. The clips were very violent in nature. It was like, violence against police officers or mob riots burning the flag or someone robbing a liquor store and it was all taken from the news. So they were very, well, you're going to have something to say about that, but supposedly real images that have taken place.
He has said every one of those images were real. TikToker, Destiny Stan proved him wrong and said no.
Well, they were images that were real.
Yeah, they're real images from studios.
Wait a minute. That's not what I heard you say. I thought you said
they're images from studios as well as all the fighting that's done in that video.
Well, I wouldn't
happened.
Say all. Never say all.
Not all.
Some of them. Because they'll sue us. We didn't do fair use.
A majority of the video footage that they use is from the Ukraine. It's the Ukraine. It is from Germany. Everything is mostly everything.
There's some of the images. Well, you can't. You're confusing me because you're saying some is studio shot, but then you said most of them are.
Some of the stills.
Some of them.
There's stills that he uses, and a lot of them were Shutterstock.
He claims his commentary is that this type of shit happens in big cities. And don't bring that type of violence to our small towns. And if you do bring that stuff to our small towns, so then it kind of gets weird. He goes, we have our guns, we have our whatever, and we'll be more than glad. And I'm totally paraphrasing, but we'll be more than happy to beat you up if you come into our towns. We're not going to let that happen in small towns.
And what a lot of people are reading into this is his usage of where he's saying nothing racist because he does not mention black folks or brown folks.
And even in the video, one thing. Let me just do this, and you do your thing. Even in the video, the when you're looking at the mob stuff, and you're looking at he has that one lyric about spitting in a policeman's face, and they show a white woman spitting in a policeman's face. So it's not. I believe his thinking or his justification is I didn't use overwhelming black imagery, at least in the video. But you're saying
that it's inferred. It's right there. It's dog whistles. And, the thing is, and this is what's happening in our country right now, is that these dog whistles are getting louder and louder. But because they're not specific, people can go, didn't do that. But when you show imagery of a white man and American flags on the backdrop of this place that is historically known for the hanging of black people, we get it. We see it. When you start talking about stay out of our towns and at night and everything else, it's like you go sundown towns. We get it. It's like the difference. Like if someone white comes up to me when I was in Alabama and said, "Can I help you?" There's nothing racist about that.
Nothing in the words.
Nothing in the words. There's nothing in the words that has anything black, brown, anything. But we know what "can I help you" means.
I want to backtrack on this.
Backtrack.
So I watched the video. I don't believe you watched the video.
I watched clips of it.
And I told you didn't
I was
have
like,
to. I said, don't do it. I said, you do not need to. I'm not forcing you to. But I watched the video after reading the articles. I said, I'm going to watch and really try and like look at this and see what I think. And as I'm watching the video and listening to the lyrics, what I pictured when he's talking about hitting the police and whatever and burning the flags and all that stuff, I pictured January 6th. I pictured the people at January 6th who desecrated the building. What I've since thought about, I said, well, that is what I thought about because that's my belief system. That's where I'm going. But this is where I think this will support what you're saying. If you have a person who is racist, and even if they don't think they are, they think that they're whatever, but they're living a racist existence, and then they hear this, hear the words, and they see the imagery, and especially with the imagery where there are people who are wearing hoods or whatever, their natural racism very well might take them to, hey, that's a bunch of black people robbing that convenience store or doing damage to the police or whatever it is. And I do agree, we have to be very careful with the imagery we put out there and with the words we put out there, because you're going to get people who will then get fired up. And one of the things I thought was interesting commentary, and I will give it back to you, Michael Shepard. Someone said, I think it was the Washington Post, someone in the Washington Post said, be on the lookout for this to be a song in the Republican Party, like some of the candidates using this song for their platform.
Oh, yeah.
And that will be interesting to see. I believe that very well could be the case.
Hey, Roma Mafia's here. Hey, girl. Miss you so much. I just do. But I also want to throw something out. And I didn't write this down. I just read it yesterday. And it's either 65 or 75. I'm pretty sure it's 75. 75%, there was a poll that was taken, and 75% of the Republicans who were asked in this poll about racism, 75% said that they believe that they are the targets of racism more than black people.
There was something in the Washington Post about this. I think it was based on that article.
75% of Republicans. Yolanda, I couldn't answer your phone call because we was on the air, baby. Love you. 75% of Republicans who were part of this poll said that they had experienced white racism, and it was much more prevalent in this country than racism against black and brown people. So
now we have to backtrack.
Yes.
Michael?
Yes, Hutchins.
Can there be such thing as white racism? That doesn't even make sense.
See, then why are you saying it? If it don't make sense coming out your mouth, it don't make sense to say it. No, there is no such thing as white racism. There is bias. There is
prejudice.
But I can't walk into a Fortune 500 company and go, look at the CEO, who 98% of the time is going to be a white male, sadly. Nothing against white men. I got one. But and go.
I sip insouciantly. Give me some more. As I.
Let me pour. This is like the scene in The Butler.
The Butler.
How the hell did I just
Octavia Butler? Okay.
I love some Octavia Butler, baby.
I did that. I didn't say the Red Butler. I said Octavia
black,
Butler.
queer, and science fiction. Hey,
we need to.
Come on by, Yolanda. Come on by. Just come on by, child.
All right.
Let's skip to this.
We are. I'm going to.
Perfect.
I'm doing the thing. So, Florida academic state standards. So they're in the news this week, but I want to go through some of the standards because I found this interesting. I found them and I went online and kind of skimmed through a couple. I'm going to read these verbatim. You may humph and whatever on your side of the screen. Okay.
Humph.
Yes. Okay. So this is what they say they will do in the upcoming years, especially in regards to the topic of slavery and racism. Here we go. Examine the condition of slavery as it existed in Africa, Asia, the Americas, and Europe prior to 1619.
Humph. Jeffrey Lieber's here.
Identify African-American community leaders who made positive contributions.
Humph.
And within that, it said like stars and astronauts and literary people. We did kind of the whole list. Evaluate abolitionist movements. Analyze slave revolts. Examine how the status of slaves, those who have escaped slavery, and free blacks affected their contributions to the Civil War efforts. What I noticed is this is pages long. I went through the first 10, 15 pages. What I noticed, and I'm not a professional in this area. What I noticed is if you took where did the slavery happen? It happened on
Where did the slavery happen?
The building, where did Jonelle get married? On a
plantation.
So the idea
the
of
slavery happened on the
slavery
plantation.
happened. So the whole microcosm of the plantation is not mentioned. What actually happened, either the beatings, the lynchings, any of that, isn't mentioned at all in this treatise. What is in here is sort of a thought process, right? It's slavery happened in Asia as well, but let's look at how we got out of slavery, or let's talk about the abolitionists who helped out, or let's talk about the youth. It absolutely did not talk about what happened on the plantation or in those southern states where slavery was horrific.
But it did talk about how Black folks who were slaves, how they turned their knowledge of agriculture that they learned on these fields into something great for them.
May I?
Yes.
There were some boos from the audience when Florida's Board of Education approved new guidelines this week for teaching Black history in public schools. One for middle school students says instruction includes how slaves developed skills, which in some instances could be applied for their personal benefit. Vice President Kamala Harris made a last-minute trip to Jacksonville today, specifically to call out the changes.
They want to replace history with lies. They insult us in an attempt to gaslight us, and we will not have it.
She said, Clyde, can you get my pantsuit? No, that the tan one. Yeah, we rolling. We're going to Florida. Let's go.
And I think it was a surprise visit, wasn't it?
It was a surprise visit.
She didn't really plan the Florida
She said, Clyde.
She said, wait, what?
Get my...
DeSantis said, what? We're going to Florida.
Come on. And I need somebody on
I don't
here
think
to
that's
lay
how
these...
you fly a plane.
And,
what am I doing?
And she said, and make sure somebody on the plane is going to lay these edges. Because I need to look good in Florida.
I think we have to read from the page. We're going to go back to that page that they highlighted. I just listen to this. Examine the various duties and trades performed by the slaves. First of all, how is it a trade if you're not getting paid? Question. Let's examine their duties. This is what it says. Agriculture, work, painting, carpentry, tailor, domestic service, blacksmithing, transportation. So this is supposed to make, I guess, the white children feel bad. Oh, they learned something. Oh, they learned a trade. Oh, I bet that just helped them, support their families.
Well, Elizabeth Keckley, she sewed all those beautiful dresses for Mrs. Lincoln.
Different. And yet then it goes to the other thing. Instructions include how slaves develop skills, which in some instances could be applied to their personal benefit. So how you talk about slavery and how they learned skills for their they learned how to pick cotton, and their personal benefit is they weren't lynched. Is that what you're teaching in the schools? I don't think so.
What they didn't learn was that, okay, I was gonna go real dark, but I'm not gonna do that right now. Because I don't want to. Yes, I will. Okay, these are people who had their children snatched from their hands. Snatched. The baby came out of them. They were able to hold that baby for 2, 3, 5 seconds, and before somebody snatched that child and sold that child away from the parent.
And
Period.
That's one of how many atrocities we could list if we really tried.
But I want to say, so Jeffrey Lieber, I'm gonna skip around now. Because I can't with Florida right now. No. I can't with y'all. But this is the Gin Fredo, baby. We are gin.
Is Jeffrey here?
Jeff and Holly.
We're drinking the Gin Fredo.
We got this. Our friend Holly.
Fredo!
Our friend Holly Long Lieber's birthday was last week. And we got the Gin Fredo recipe from Jeff Lieber. And it's delicious.
We're doing it tonight. Here on The Boozing with Gays.
Oh. But you know how we get with
He's
gin.
Here.
We're here. Susical the musical. Anyway, Marjorie Taylor Greene.
What's a better transition? What is up with that woman? First of all, I swear to you. Okay,
can somebody come get
I'm going to put up something. I didn't do this earlier.
Okay.
I think we'll have a little bit of time. So this is what I'm doing. I'm going to put up this right here.
Oh, here we
Bing. So if you want to come visit us, come talk to us, come whatever, chime in. I'll leave it there for about the next, 5-10 minutes, chime in and we'll have a conversation. We can talk about anything you want to talk about, something we've mentioned already, something new. Be brave. You wanna. There we go.
Oh, you got to go to comments for a second because David Nichols just said something that I love that.
Perjury Trader Green.
Grown.
Well, that's much better.
Kathy Walker in the house. What's up, baby? What's up, Tamara?
All right.
What are you showing?
I don't know.
Are you just putting that out there if people want to join us?
People can join us if they want to do the thing.
So, Marjorie Taylor Greene.
There's the whole Hunter Biden thing. Okay, if Hunter Biden did something wrong, fine. Get him, put him away. I have no issue with that. Do you have an issue with that?
No.
I don't get why putting everything aside to deal with Hunter Biden makes any sense, except for a political, maneuvering. But
that's all it is.
If that's what their posturing is, and that's what they need to do.
Teresa?
But she brought up, I'm sure many of you know this, nude pictures of him, on the floor, saying, "Hey, look at what he did." That kind of not pertinent to anything that was going on, but it was on his computer, so she brought it up. This I thought was interesting from someone that tweeted, and he said, "Here's a fun fact. Marjorie Taylor Greene violated the District of Columbia's revenge porn ordinance today when she shared Hunter Biden's nude pics in the House of Representatives. She must be investigated immediately." Finally, I got to get rid of this thing because I won't be able to read it. Finally, a third party who comes into possession of the sexual image and who publishes it, i.e. shares it with 6 or more people, can be charged with second-degree unlawful publication of a sexual image. This misdemeanor offense is punishable by up to 180 days in jail and or a fine of $1,000.
But here's the deal. They don't care. They don't care.
Do you think anyone's going to make movement on that?
Stacey Reed Payton, what's up, baby?
They probably won't move on it.
There might be those.
There might be the whatever.
I mean, it's like these people are doing horribly or horrific.
That's what you're going to say.
Gin.
You were going to say
put some gin in it.
Horribly erotic things. Just horribly erotic. No, that's not what I meant to say. What are you going to say? Horrifically erotic. Horrifically.
Horribly horrific.
Oh, that's a horrible phrase. Horribly horrific.
Horribly horrific things. But here's the deal. And it just keeps getting worse. So where do you start? First of all, you have a party who could give a fuck. I mean, you have a man in a party as a state senator going, yeah, maybe I stole this. Maybe I did that. Maybe I lied, And they're like, oh, yeah, you're fine. You have, it's a hot mess. It's a hot mess.
You know what I love? I'm going to point this out. It's a flaw of Michael Shepard's I'm sharing with you. You start going on something and you're there and you bottom out and you're like, I don't know what this. It's a hot mess.
I do not bottom out.
You bottom out. Oh, baby, you bottom out.
Why did you do your voice like that? Oh, baby, you bottom out.
The caucasity.
Oh, hey, Audrey.
Sometimes you. Oh, my God. And then Marjorie Taylor Greene. God love her, trying to bash Biden, and it went wrong.
Joe Biden had the largest public investment in social infrastructure and environmental programs that is actually finishing what FDR started, that LBJ expanded on, and Joe Biden is attempting to complete programs to address education, medical care, urban problems, rural poverty, transportation, Medicare, Medicaid, labor unions, and he still is working on it.
I have a thought.
Yes.
I'm putting myself out there to Marjorie Taylor Greene. I say you need someone to help you craft your speeches. Medicational care. What the hell was that? You need someone to give you round tones. I am here. I cost a lot of money for you, but I will help you with your speeches. So when you say these things, you won't sound like such an idiot. Thoughts, just, go out there. Whoever knows her, put it out there. Hutch Foster for Marjorie Taylor Greene. There we go.
Someone could clip that.
Sure. Oh, sure. Ooh, don't take that. Well, they will. If they do, they do. If I was more famous, then I'd worry, but they can't. Like they clip that for Joe Biden.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. The reverse clipperoo. The reverse clipperoo. That's where we are.
Okay. I hate her.
I don't think anyone's coming to join us, Michael Shepard.
Oh, no one's going to join us so well.
Well, I'm putting it away.
Get rid of it.
If anyone wants to come, put it in the comments.
All right. So, there's a debate. That gin is kicking in, boo. Uh-huh. See, yeah, what's up?
It always does.
I am not a gin drinker. And I have been drinking literally the last 15 hours. It's just been nonstop booze. So I came into this. I drove in.
Can I tell you how
Palm
this
Springs.
is? Can I tell you something? I have to tell you something. I just read this. Marjorie Taylor Greene read this. This is how gin is affecting me. I read that. Hey, Tamara Green. And I thought she was Marjorie Taylor. Marjorie Taylor Greene, you're going to hire me. I really did. The gin is kicking in. I'm back to that.
We are doing Bombay Sapphire gin. Yes, we are. We have gunpowder, but gunpowder is for like special.
That's
drinks.
a sipping gin.
That's a sipping gin. As given to us, I think. No, your sister did that.
My sister did what? I was talking. No, I gave Sarah this.
Oh yeah. No, but she introduced you to it. I think.
I introduced
Anyway,
them to.
we're talking about stuff. Okay, this is a debate that we're having. So
I think it's a minor debate.
it's a minor debate, but I'm going to hear you use
You
this
may
opinion.
chime in.
Sean Taylor, don't come for me. Yes, Jeffrey, we muddled.
I think he that much muddled. He kind of went. I at your party watched you muddle. I mean, I saw effort. I think Michael kind of went.
Show my muffler. Well, I couldn't possibly on national TV.
I don't think I know what that means.
Okay. So, okay. I'm back.
You have to talk about this.
Yes. So there was there's an error.
You know what? I'm going to start it off because I'm really good at starting off, and you're going to pipe in. Okay, this is it. Delta Airlines. Picture
Picture
And there was a woman.
Woman.
For a ticket.
Paid
She
for a
is
ticket.
sitting. Was she in an aisle or a window?
window.
She was in a window. She had bought the seat ahead of time. She is a CEO of a jewelry store. She knows it all. She looks fine. She is in. She walks towards her seat, and someone's sitting in it. It's a mom with two kids sitting next to her, and she's like, here's my ticket. And the woman's like, yeah, I'm a family, and I've got two kids. Can you please sit in the seat there? And it was a middle seat, and the woman's like,
Almost said,
yeah, no.
well, no. We
Oh,
jumped
go ahead.
ahead.
Go ahead.
So what she
This is
said
what
was,
we
it's like, of course I'll trade seats with you, as long as it's I paid for a window seat, and as long as the other seat's a window seat, I will be more than happy to trade. Right? And then the mom goes, no, it's the middle seat behind us.
It was in front, remember, because they could reach through.
Oh yeah,
front.
the middle seat in front. And she goes, well, no, I don't want to. I can't. This is not what I paid for. And your kids are what, 12 and 14?
You just up their age. She said like 10 and 8.
10 and 8.
Michael
The kids are
Shepard.
10 and
Michael
8.
Shepard will be like, and I'm okay. They're being told a story. If he ever says a story with a number in it, know that he's upped it like a third,
Unless we're talking about how many people I've slept with.
and then he ups it 100th. He lowers it.
I lower it to 100
Lower it.
because I can't appear to be that whorish. But so the woman says, the CEO says to the mother
is winning. Because we think we're funnier than we actually
Gin
are.
for the win. So anyway, so she says to the woman, she says, I'm sorry, but I need the window seat. Your kids are 8 and 10. They can sit by themselves. You can reach up and hold one of them if the plane goes down.
Because she would be sitting next to the woman in the window.
Yeah.
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 And
it's
what
like-
happened, Michael? What happened?
So
to
this woman all of a sudden starts complaining that this woman wouldn't give her the seat. She needs to sit with her family. And I read this, and Gin 1 gave 0. and I read this, and I was like, the fuck?
Oh, speaking of which,
What do you need? More?
gays 3.
I know you can just hear that like we're peeing. And I'm like, and I really want your comments. If you have paid for your seat and this woman is sitting there without asking you first, would you have given up that seat?
Now, you have to realize, as parents, and I said this to Michael, when you have, I forget what the age is, it's like a 2-year-old or younger,
I think
you're
so.
allowed to go to the front of the line and get on the plane or first. And Michael and I had like 5-year-olds and a 3-year-old, and we're like, we got to go on. We abused So did we abuse the parental issue, things that were offered to us during. So we're like, oh, we got to go on the plane earlier. We would use it all the time. Oh, they're much younger than the age that. Of course they get to come in.
No, and we did this too, where we would but we would be sitting and you would have Max in your lap when she was a baby.
Well, no. You have to verify that we used and even overused and possibly abused having kids to our benefit at times.
Absolutely. But we never, ever, ever sat down in somebody else's seat.
No, we've never done that.
And had the caucasity to go, oh, you'll understand, right? You're fine, right? It's like, no, because I have been asked to switch seats, and I'm cool with that. No big deal. Unless it's
Dion said it best. I give up my window seat for no one.
Huzzah!
Huzzah!
And I was just like, it was the woman's you presumed that this was going to happen.
I'm not understanding. So no one is going to, you say you want people to talk about this. No one is going to be against your point of view on this. You know this.
I don't know, because there are some people. It's just, it pissed me off.
He did.
That she's
you gotta go. We go through all of these articles. We go through all of these articles. He sends me all of this crap, and I go, "You really want to do this one?" That was my response.
I was so pissed. I was furious. Oh my
God, indeed.
Anyway, don't ask me to give up my seat if you were already sitting in my seat.
All right, there is a gentleman.
Uh-oh.
His name is, I don't know if I'm saying his name correctly, Dove Stapera. I kind of like a Stapera.
I thought it was Dave.
Oh, Dave. It is Dave. It isn't Doug whatsoever.
Dove Stapera.
Dave Stapera. Anyway, he works for BuzzFeed, and the question was asked of Europeans. Watch it. I'm going to do this. This is the type of the article. It goes, I asked what Europeans think Americans from every single state look like, and this is the result. Anyway.
No. He put it in an AI machine, and now not promoting AI because we do not want that AI.
No wonder why I can't read. Continue. I'm so glad you're doing this. It was yours anyway. Why did I even try to take over?
And so he put what Europeans think of Americans into an AI machine.
So he probably took images and whatever.
And these are what the AI
we have
machine
5 or 6
gave back.
Someone from Alabama would look like this.
Having just returned from Alabama.
Is that what they look like?
Yes.
All of them.
On Grindr.
Someone from Idaho.
Now, I
have to say most of the people are fat.
I know.
Most of the people
Jeffrey
are just fat.
an AI machine. Yes, Jeffrey. I call it the AI machine.
Someone from the fat. Now, the problem with this one for me, that really could have been someone from California visiting Nevada. We don't know that that's someone from Nevada.
Well, look at that. If you look at the background of that, that looks like the Chihuly glass that's in
the Bellagio.
In the Bellagio.
Look at us. Well, we're being ritzy, aren't we?
I know.
This I thought was appropriate. Someone from Texas.
Got my burger.
He has a burger and a gun. Once again, fat. There are a lot of fat eating people in this. And they're white. For the most part, 90% of them, 98% of them are white. Here we go. Speaking of eating, Wisconsin. This was my favorite because it just creeped me the fuck out. Indiana. And their brother and sister.
But if you look at him closely, if you can see it, he's kind of hot.
And she's kind of Nicole Kidman.
She's kind of like, if I have to have one more goddamn child.
If Nicole Kidman didn't become an actress and lived in Indiana.
In this Children of the Corn scenario.
Exactly. Anyway, I did like his.
I think that was just very funny.
So, anyway, so BuzzFeed. And then we have one treat. We have another treat. Do you have anything else for our last treat?
Actually, may I ask a question of the good people out there?
Yes, you may.
So, because I've been gone, right? And then I wasn't
so
around.
significantly you said that. I've been gone.
Right? Oh, wait. Right there. That's really good lighting. Look at that.
You just have to finish your thought.
I'm too busy looking at how good I look.
I'm losing interest.
It might be the gym, but it feels like I'm a little sweaty.
I don't know what you're saying. I'm losing interest. Tell the people what you're saying. Go.
Nothing. I got nothing.
I was gonna go do. We have a special treat for you, and you stopped me from the special treat. Now I gotta find.
And Yolanda, where are you? You coming by?
Special treat.
There's gin.
Boy, am I hungry. What kind of soup is that?
Make way for the Great American Soup.
Can you give me that again?
Up at the Ritz, they pass the word to 42nd Street. Make way for the great American suit. Feel that rhythm, guide your feet on the soupy road to romance. Let's face the chicken gumbo and dance. Who's got its noodles up in lights from Broadway to the Loop? It's the great. I said the great. It's the great, great, great American soup.
Emily, why do you always have to make such a big production out of everything?
What are you gonna say?
Patty just said it for me. Soupy road to romance feels like reality.
Everyone's drinking. I don't even know what that means. Patty. Great America. When I was looking at that, I was watching, and when she comes back and she has to go through the set is closing on her. It's like Indiana Jones. It's closing on her. She has to get through while turning. I thought that looked daring.
My favorite was the chicken gumbo of romance.
Oh, is that who said that?
She sang it in the song.
Oh, there we go.
The chicken gumbo of romance. What does that mean?
It's a horrible phrase. The Great American Soup.
Great American soup.
Soup should not be the end. Soup
So-
is an ugly word. Soup should be somewhere.
Here's the
Jeffrey
deal.
Lieber, you're a writer. What should it have been?
Yeah. So
Maybe
here's
he
the
was a
deal.
writer.
Someone wrote those as lyrics. Yes, Jeffrey. So here's the deal. Y'all, for those of you who don't know, that's Ann Miller. Great American star
I think a
from the
high
past.
percentage of the people watching right now knew that
But
was
but
Ann
we
Miller.
still need to
I
know
believe
that's Ann Miller.
That's Ann Miller.
And it's sad because the gentleman that's in the commercial with her was huge too. He
I came
appeared
across
in
his
so
name.
much stuff.
I didn't write it down though. I came across his name when I was doing.
Does
this.
anyone know his name? I kind of feel like
David
David
C.
C.
Nichols. We go to you, David C. Nichols. You are our Kitty Carlisle heart.
I'm gonna have to
When
pull
in
off-
doubt.
I'm going to pull off my blindfold. I know who it is. Anne Margaret.
You're just Gin, Cassidy, the whole thing.
All right. So
I have to do it because we're doing this.
thanks for joining us.
Are we here next week? We don't know yet.
Follow our Facebooks. Follow
Yeah,
our
schedules.
Instas.
Schedules are insane.
Schedules are crazy right
we
now.
love you. Ciao.
Hi, Nancy. Bye.